Hey, Leo Seeker, and all seekers joining. Hi, welcome. If you're new, this is the Existential Shift. My name is Morgane, and today we're working with the After Tarot. So, a season before your season. Leo energy. May these messages benefit every Leo energy who comes here. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Guidance, foresight, and messages of clarity for Leo for Cancer season. Oh, it's like you're so in your own subconscious. Like, in order for me to reach into your subconscious, I gotta move through your conscious. Your conscious is in your subconscious. You're like hanging out there, and it's like I'm knocking. I'm surprised you're even sitting here. Part of you is here, but a big part of you is deep. I can't really say it's the shadow realm. It doesn't feel shadowy. And wherever you go, I mean, you're the sun and you're light, and your optimism and positivity. Like a little vitamin D bomb. Four of Cups. You're just saying no. I'm picking up on the song. Living in a tree, this is where I wanna be. In a world made of steel and stone. Miscommunication leads to fear and hesitation, and it won't leave me alone. But now in my tree, I'm living free, like any child would wanna be. You're in your tree. Some of you are reminiscing to when you were little, you liked to climb trees and just hide there. Maybe you were a little Pollyanna, reading a lot of books. There's something very, very magical and soothing about nostalgia. Nostalgia makes everything seems like it was wonderful. Doesn't matter that the reason why you spend hours on that tree or in that shack or wherever reading a book is because you were running away from feeling unloved, either in your home or in your school or in your environment. Four of Wands. And here you are now, having this environment that is yours, that is for you, that if you want to reach out to someone, you can. If you want to hang out with someone, you can. But something about that little child that didn't feel like they fit, that learned so much about life and about creativity and explored so much of their imagination, and that has evolved you into this magical, fascinating, charismatic human adult. But I always like to say that when we're running towards something because we're running away from something, that's fear. So a lot of you have become this magnanimous person, and a lot of it is due to the fact that you ran away from environments that weren't embracing to you. And then you created an entire world within yourself, and then it manifested in your adulthood. Like you're just manifesting things that you've been dreaming of for years, since you were literally childhood dreams. And It's all there at your fingertips. But your psyche, all it wants to do, instead of enjoying it and relishing in it, it just wants to go back to that tree. Because emotionally, you never climbed off. And every admirer, and every good friend, and every lover, pursuer, someone wants to work with you, hang out with you, meet you, give you attention. And every single one of these people you see, possibly subconsciously, you might not even be aware of it. The kids that bullied you, you see the kids that didn't accept you. So it's almost hard to actually experience and enjoy this very celebratory sense of community. You feel maybe a little bit like an outsider, like when you go into the room and you can be the life of the party. But does the party give you life? They don't know. They don't know that you're shy. Things are good now, Leo, and that allows you to go back in time. To that time, that moment, that scene, that anything, event that has initiated the birth of you, of the character that you have. The way you walk, the way you talk, the way you love, the way you touch. And you reminisce at your favorite idols, favorite actors, singers, performers that you looked up to and admired and wanted, and thought to yourself, if I could be like them, then they'll love me. So you started picking up a little bit of this and a little bit of that. You created a show. And who are you really underneath that show? It is a part of you, don't get me wrong. It's not a mask, it's not a facade. We're all a collection of characteristics that we've built growing up based on people that we were surrounded by. It's okay. The skin that we wear is still our skin. But you want to know what's underneath. The Hangman. You want to know, suddenly, who was that kid that was reading these characters, watching these movies? Until now, you were a gathering of all these characters. And you find yourself like, wait, but who is that kid? Did I ever truly get to know them? Or they managed to hide so deep within the trunk of the tree that is me. And I branched out so wild, so free, so grand. But that kid is still there. And in order to reach into that aspect of you, that core, you know you need to take some time and distance yourself. Cancer season for you is that wave that just pulls the sand into the ocean. And that's where you're at. It is not stagnant. To the outside, it might seem quiet, but under the sea, in a trunk of a tree, all the worlds that you've created and have encountered are just coming at you fast and furious, and you need to be looking at them with stillness. You need to be so still. Because that's the only thing that will allow you to hear this very soft-spoken, shy voice of you, of your heart, of that inner child. Wondering, is it safe to come out now? Are the bad people gone? Are the bullies away? Is my mom not mad anymore? Did the rain stop? These are all questions you've been asking yourself deep down for so very long. But have you heard it? How can you answer yourself if you won't hear your question? And within all that, there is someone sitting on the beach or outside of the park where that tree is, or where you're diving. You're just sitting there waiting for you. Waiting for you to come back up to the surface or come out of your hiding. And they have a bottle of water and a snack. Maybe some Band-Aid for the scratches. And they're not asking you too many questions. They're just happy to see you. Happy to have you. It doesn't matter to them where you've been, what you've been doing. The only thing that matters to them is that you're there. The only thing that they care about is that you're okay. There is a safe space for that little child in you. They just need to know it. You need to tell them, hey, people are looking for you. People are thinking about you. People are worried about you. People care about you. People miss you. It's okay. And you'll come out when the time is right. Not a second sooner. Death card in the reverse. You are going back and back and back. Childhood, past lifetimes, you are peeling through the layers. Don't hurt yourself. Some of you need to hear this. You don't need to hurt yourself to feel. You just need to feel to heal. But you don't need to hurt yourself. There's already enough pain there. If some of you have an urge to hurt yourself, you know, some people just feel like they have to hurt themselves. So it's the actual reason, whether if you're aware of it or not, is because there's so much pain cooked up inside that needs to be felt and expressed. Your system is just trying to get you to tap into it. So maybe if you'll feel pain, it will, the frequency of that feeling will align with the frequency of the feeling of the other pain that is already there, and then it will have like an outlet, it will have a bridge to get out. But what happens when you do that is that you just add more pain to have to deal with later. So just talk to your pain. Just be like, hey pain, I'm not going to suppress you, I'm not going to shun you, I'm not going to deny you, I'm not going to act tough, I'm not going to act cool. You're free. Because until you'll be able to make peace with your past, the past will not let you make peace with your present, let alone your future. It will stay recycling itself. You're like, I'm fine, I'm ready. You come down off the tree, just to find yourself running away from another predator and climbing a different tree. You gotta get out of the woods. You gotta get out of the sea. Once it's time, once you've felt it all, there will be people waiting for you. People who love you, people who care about you. But this is something you gotta do for yourself. Nine of Wands, surrender. There's no one to look tough in front of. No one is impressed. Everybody knows. Not everybody knows, but people who know you and love you, they know that you're going through something. The paranoia and the worry are just demon coming back to bite. But they're not really here anymore. But if I open up to them, they might betray me. They might. What, you want me to say that it will never happen again? I can't promise you that. Life is too vast and infinite for me to make promises like that. But I can tell you that they might not. I can tell you that they might just love you. And the only way to know is to try. Is to allow, it's to surrender. It's to first and foremost admit to yourself that you want. If you don't admit to yourself that you want love, want success, want healing, just want. If you can't admit a want, it's like you don't admit to yourself that you're human. And I have newsflash for you, sweetheart. If you're looking at this now with your eyes and hearing this with your ears and breathing with your nose into your lungs, you are human, whether you like it or not. And humans, by nature, want. That's the thing that gets us from point A to point B. I'm at point A, I want to get to point B. That makes me go to point B. If I didn't want to go to point B, I wouldn't be getting up and walking there. Want, willing, that's the fire. That's the desire. That's the gas. That's the life force that gets you from here to there. justice. The truth might not be what you want to hear. Maybe you were here for me to tell you that you can keep going this way forever and ever. You are correct and everyone is wrong. One day they will bow to you, telling you that you were right all along. No. This is a time of profound realizations that all of us, especially in the spiritual community, we're not exempt from lessons, from desires, from success, and from failure. We're not exempt. Being in our room all day, meditating, thinking thoughts, reading books, that still doesn't exempt you. You want to live like your life this way forever? You'll just reincarnate again with the same lessons, with the same journey. Your soul will kick your butt once you get up there and be like, really? Seriously? Why did we go there? What was the point? Go back there again. Karma, the cause and effect. It's a simple, karma is cause and effect. That's it. It's a very simple term. Cause and effect is the ways of this world, this womb that creates souls or expands souls. You being here, it's like the sperm choosing to go into the egg and turn into a womb and then turn into a living being outside of its mother's womb. That's how you are as a soul here on earth. You think you can skip it? Now, I'm a seed right now. I just want to skip and just be born, be birthed without having to go through the cycle of growth inside my mother's womb and just be out, up and about. But you don't have arms and legs. What you gonna do up there in the other dimensions? You can't handle it. It will suffocate you because you refuse to go through this process, this earthly, human process. A tree doesn't go from a seed to a huge tree like that. There are the changes of the seasons, the water, the sun, the oxygen, and first it needs to push so hard through the dirt. You've already pushed through the dirt. Now you're just about for the breakthrough. But you're like, no, I pushed too hard. I'm spiritual. I'm serene. I don't want to do that extra, take that extra step, make that extra effort. No, I'm spiritual. I don't feel I'm above it. I'm such an enlightened being. Surrender to your nature, and happiness will follow. Eleven, 12, 13. Justice, Hangman, Death. 2 4s. Actually 3 4 because 13 is 4 with Death card. 4 4 4. Which comes to 12 12. This is a very intense reading. You are here for a reason. I think it's grabbing you by the... It's meant to. Watch it again. Come back to it. Mid-season, Cancer season, your season, your birthday. Come back to it as a reminder. If you'll do this, if you follow this guidance throughout Cancer season, the season of your subconscious, when you birth, in your birthday season, when you reintroduce yourself to society, it will be very, very powerful. I am going to continue this reading in your extended. Links below. It's available on Patreon and on Vimeo. I will clarify, go into actual events, ask about love, ask about career, and just specify. And then we'll finish up with messages from the runes. Okay, I would love to see you there. Thank you so much for joining me. You're a magical creature. That's why I'm talking to you like that. If you're new, be sure to subscribe, like, comment. I read all your comments. Press the bell button if you want to receive notifications. And I'll see you again real soon. Okay, I hope to see you right now. Bye for now.